Coming up on Tech Tonight, tornadoes covered the Midwest on Sunday. We'll tell you more.
And acorn shortages are affecting the black bear population in Virginia. Find out the details next.
Welcome to Tech Tonight. I'm Samantha Hill.
And I'm Casey Peach.
Chris Toller is a known tattoo artist and called the best in Blacksburg. He works at Ancient Art Tattoo Studio in Blacksburg and has started creating podcasts. The goal is to reach out and connect with other tattoo artists. He has teamed up with Off Decker, and together they share human interest pieces on tattoos and upcoming topics in the tattoo world. In the podcast, they answer questions fans have posted on the Facebook page. This team is making strides in the tattoo community.
A landfill fire in Speedwell grew to roughly 1,088 acres this past Sunday, November 17th. The fire was first reported Tuesday, November 12th. By Thursday, the fire spread to roughly 200 acres. About 140 firefighters are still working hard to extinguish the flames. A closure of the area is in place beginning with the National Forest boundary east of Highway 21. Forest Road 14, Henley Hollow Trail, and a section of the Virginia Highland Horse Trail are all closed as well. Fire crews remind hunters that it is unlawful to hunt adjacent to forest fires.
This past Tuesday, the Corps of Cadets gathered in formation to say goodbye to Rash Hall. It was built in 1894 and grew in the 1950s, serving as a home for cadets over a century. The plan is to replace Rash and Brody Hall with new residence halls for over 1,000 cadets. These new buildings are meant to offer more high-tech opportunities for students. The new building will stick to the theme of Hokie stone and slate roofs. Along with these changes, a new Corps leadership and military science building is also in the works. Lane Hall will remain on Upper Quad as part of the National Registry of Historic Sites.
A teen faces charges in connection with a Radford break-in. On Thursday, November 14th, police responded to a 911 call reporting a breaking and entering at an apartment on Downey Street in Radford. According to law enforcement, 18-year-old John David Shoby IV was yelling and breaking items in the apartment upon police arrival. Shoby IV allegedly became violent with the responding officers and had to be tased. Shoby IV is said to have attacked the residents of their apartment and their pet dog. He is being held in the New River Valley Jail on a $3,000 secured bond. Shoby IV faces roughly 8 charges, including possession of marijuana, assault and battery to a police officer, and cruelty to animals.
And that, viewers, is how the Hokie crossed the river. Back to you, Steve.
Thanks, Kip. Breaking news. VTTV is the only TV station with all your Hokie news. We have sports,
Entertainment,
and news. Tune in to VTTV on Channel 33.
television for students, by students.
Welcome back. I'm Elizabeth Coakley with your news around Virginia Tech. Virginia Tech Police Chief Wendell Flinchum has announced that he will step down in 2014 after almost 29 years of service. He began working at Tech as a student in 1983 and worked his way up through patrolman, detective, sergeant, lieutenant, and then chief. He led the police department through the April 16th shooting and the loss of VTPD officer Derek Kraus. VTPD has also received accreditation through the International Association of Campus Law Enforcement Administration in 2010. On February 1st, 2014, Major Kevin Faust will become the acting chief while the university conducts a national search for Flinchum's replacement. Brian Walsh was recently elected the president of the National FFA organization. Walsh is from Woodstock, Virginia, and is a sophomore in the College of Agriculture and Life Sciences. He is majoring in agribusiness and minoring in leadership and social change. He will spend the next year as the chief motivator of 579,000 FFA students across the country and will travel the country and meet CEOs of major agriculture businesses. FFA is an organization that aims to provide leadership skills, personal growth, and success training through agriculture education. Rash Hall has been the home to cadets for more than a century, but new residence halls will soon replace it. The Upper Quad plan will soon offer 21st century housing concepts to meet the needs of students while still maintaining the heritage of the Upper Quad. The design will incorporate sloping slate roofs with gaping ends and, of course, Hokie stone. Along with new residence halls, the Upper Quad plan calls for new Corps leadership and military science building that will house the Corps and ROCT staff, the Corps Museum, and the Taylor Shop and Rice Center for Leader Development. The construction is planned to be completed by fall 2016. Stay tuned because Ariana Mahlers brings you your entertainment news next.
Oh, what am I gonna do? I need a break from all this work. I really want to find stuff about like sports around campus. What am I gonna do? There's no. What's going?
Hey man, looks like you're having some trouble there. Dude, you need to find VTTV, man. Channel 33.
VTTV? What's that?
Dude, it's the place where you can find all your entertainment, sports, news, and special productions, man.
Oh, sweet. Thanks,
That's where you gotta go, man.
Yeah.
Welcome back. I'm Ariana Mollers with your entertainment headlines. On December 4th, Emerson College's School of Communication in Boston will change its name. For one day only, the Ron Burgundy School of Communication will honor the fictitious television anchor. Actor Will Ferrell, who played the character Ron Burgundy in the popular comedy Anchorman, will share his path to journalism greatness with Emerson students in character as Burgundy himself. His visit includes a news conference, a renaming ceremony, and a screening of Anchorman 2, The Legend Continues, which will be released on December 20th this year. College President Lee Pelton believes Burgundy understands the power of media, as well as Hairspray firsthand. As Ron Burgundy likes to tell people, this is kind of a big deal. He hopes to let students know how hard it is to get to the top, especially if you don't have good hair. Author Doris Lessing, a Nobel Prize winner for her Life of Literature, died this past Sunday at age 94. Her publisher, HarperCollins, confirmed her death and stated she passed away peacefully in her sleep in London. The British author was best known for The Golden Notebook, considered one of the most important feminist novels ever written. She was awarded her Nobel Prize in Literature in 2007 when she was 88 years old. Lessing began writing at age 7. Despite dropping out of school at just 13 in what is now known as Zimbabwe, she educated herself and developed her writing skills by reading works such as Dickens, Tolstoy, and D.H. Lawrence. According to Lessing, writing was never an inspiration, but a result of her innate capacity. I was born to write as other people are born to paint. That's all, she said. Writers tell stories. This is what we do. Lessing will be missed, but her stories will be forever honored. Was it any surprise that Miley Cyrus stirred up more attention at the 2013 MTV Europe Music Awards? The 20-year-old accepted her award for Best Music Video for Wrecking Ball. She carried a Chanel clutch on stage where she attempted to fit her award into the bag. When she couldn't, she instead pulled out what appeared to be a joint and lit it on the stage. Cyrus barely addressed the issue other than by tweeting to her followers to say, "Stay in school and be kind. Other than that, have fun." However, Miley's doctor has recently advised the pop star to stop singing after a hectic schedule of her several performances. This past Monday, she informed her 15.5 million Twitter followers that she will take a break to save her voice. Doctor's orders. It appears we won't hear Cyrus singing Wrecking Ball for a while, but we might still get to see her twerk on stage. Coming up, Bailey Engel brings you your sports headlines.
Oh, what am I gonna do? I need a break from all this work. I really want to find stuff about like sports around campus. What am I gonna do? There's no. What's going?
Hey man, looks like you're having some trouble there. Dude, you need to find VTTV, man. Channel 33.
VTTV? What's that?
Dude, it's the place where you can find all your entertainment, sports, news, and special productions, man.
Oh, sweet. Thanks,
That's where you gotta go, man.
Yeah.
Pulaski County participated in the Stuff the Bus program the morning of Friday, November 15th. Volunteers met at the food line on Memorial Drive and asked for food or money donations. It was the third year Pulaski County participated in the Stuff the Bus program. The program allows those who are less fortunate to be able to have a nice meal on Thanksgiving. After collecting food for donations, volunteers loaded the donations into Frankie Warden's school bus. Warden has been driving school buses for 32 years. This year, the Stuff the Bus list has almost 300 families on it. Each of these families will get a meal by Saturday.
In Augusta County, Virginia, the Wildlife Center has worked to create a new sanctuary for orphan black bears. Due to the decreasing supply of acorn crops, black bears have been forced to come in closer in search of food. This has put not only the bears at risk, but also people. The number of injured orphan cubs living at the facility has increased 50% in the last year. As a result, this facility is working to provide a temporary home for them until they can be brought back into the wild. The complex covers over 2.5 acres and has multiple enclosures and pools for the cubs to use. It also is surrounded by fences to minimize human contact and maximize the bears' contact with other bears in the wild. The center is still big enough for the bears to hunt on their own.
Hokie cross the river. Back to you, Steve.
Thanks, Kip. Breaking news. VTTV is the only TV station with all your Hokie needs. We have sports,
Entertainment,
and news. Tune in to VTTV on Channel 33.
television for students, by students.
Welcome back. I'm Bailey Engel with your sports headlines. We're racing during the Jimmy Johnson era. That's what Denny Hamlin said Sunday when Johnson clinched his 6th Sprint Cup championship in 8 years after a 9th place finish at Homestead, Miami. Johnson came into the race with a 28-point lead over Matt Kenseth, but only needed to finish in 23rd regardless of Kenseth's finish. Johnson's Sprint Cup victory puts him 1 championship behind the record for titles held by Richard Petty and Dale Earnhardt Sr. This championship also marks the 11th Sprint Cup title for Hendrick Motorsports, making Richard Hendrick the all-time leader in owner championships. It isn't often that scoring 109 points isn't your career high. At least that's the case with Grinnell College junior Jack Taylor. Sunday, Taylor rattled off 24 three-pointers and shot 35 for 70 from the field in a 173-123 win over Crossroads College. Taylor's astronomical performance came almost a year after his 138-point show against Faith Baptist Bible College. Taylor is now scoring 90 points per game on the season. The Windy City lived up to its moniker after playing host to the Ravens on Sunday. Baltimore quickly went up 10-0 in the first quarter after a Ray Rice touchdown and Justin Tucker field goal, when suddenly fans were ordered to leave their seats at Soldier Field because of a strong thunderstorm that tore through Chicago. The game was delayed for about 2 hours until the play was resumed. The Bears came back strong after the break, tying the game up with help from kicker Robbie Gould and a pick six by David Bass. The game finished in overtime after an impressive drive orchestrated by Bears quarterback Josh McCown, giving the Ravens their 6th loss on the season. This was the 3rd time in 11 games the Ravens had to play in a delayed matchup, most notably Super Bowl 47 against the 49ers. Stay tuned because Macy Kinder brings you your Oot Prosum headlines next.
Oh, what am I gonna do? I need a break from all this work. I really want to find stuff about sports around campus. What am I gonna do? There's no. What's going?
Hey man, looks like you're having some trouble there. Dude, you need to find VTTV, man. Channel 33.
VTTV? What's that?
Dude, it's the place where you can find all your entertainment, sports, news, and special productions, man.
Oh, sweet. Thanks,
That's
bro.
where you gotta go, man.
Yeah.
Welcome back. I'm Macy Kinder with your Oot Prosum News. On Thursday, November 14th, Rent the Runway at Virginia Tech celebrated its 4th birthday here on campus. The organization sponsored a birthday bake sale outside of Moe's Southwest Grill with all kinds of goodies and treats. The proceeds went directly to the Rent the Runway Scholarship Fund. Wednesday, November 20th, Chi Delta Alpha hosted its annual a cappella concert in Squires Haymarket Theater. The concert included performances by Naturally Sharp, Solstice, Tech Notes, and Mixed Emotions. Tickets are $5 at the door, and 100% of the proceeds went to the Big Brothers, Big Sisters of the New River Valley. The Marching Virginians teamed up with NLCF for the Hokies for Hungry campaign. The campaign raised a total of 6,075 cans and $10,500. The cans and monies raised benefited the Montgomery County Christmas Store, which provides holiday meals for those who are less fortunate. Coming up, Molly Piffett brings you your national headlines.
And that, viewers, is how the Hokie crossed the river. Back to you, Steve.
Thanks, Kip. Breaking news. VTTV is the only TV station with all your Hokie needs. We have sports,
Entertainment,
and news. Tune in to VTTV on Channel 33.
television for students, by students.
Welcome back. I'm Molly Piffett with your national headlines. A severe weather system slammed the Midwest on Sunday, spawning dozens of tornadoes, flash floods, and hail. Officials have said that 5 people have been killed so far, while dozens more are injured. Illinois is said to have suffered the brunt of the storm's wrath, while other states affected are Indiana, Kentucky, and Missouri. Officials are unsure of exactly how many tornadoes there were on Sunday, yet the National Weather Service has estimated as much as 64 tornadoes occurred, most of them in Illinois. One tornado was estimated to have been 1 mile long. Officials from the Illinois Emergency Management Agency say that they are afraid the death count will rise as emergency rescue teams are conducting searches through the rubble. A New Jersey waitress is being sent tips from all over the world this past week after her blog post got worldwide attention, in which she posted a check that showed a customer refusing to tip her because she is gay. Dana Morales served in the Marine Corps for over 2 years and had been waiting tables on and off ever since. Last week, a family came to the Asian bistro in which Morales worked and left her a note that said on the check, "I'm sorry, but I cannot tip because I do not agree with your lifestyle and how you live your life." Morales said she felt disrespected and hurt, yet the response she received from strangers after posting the picture of the check was overwhelming. Morales said that between the people who have called into the restaurant to give her credit card numbers, those who have mailed tips, or donated to a special PayPal account the restaurant set up, she estimated that she has received more than $2,000 so far. However, instead of taking the money for herself, Morales plans to donate the funds to the Wounded Warrior Project, and the restaurant plans to match the donations. The United States and Britain have been urgently speeding up their emergency relief efforts to help millions of hungry and homeless Filipinos. Typhoon Haiyan has claimed over 4,000 deaths and has displaced over 3 million people in the Philippines in the past 10 days. Around 9,000 U.S. troops have been supporting the operation, and U.S. military assets have delivered approximately 623,000 pounds of relief supplies. The Royal Australian Air Force has also dropped off another load of supplies and humanitarian workers to the Philippines on Sunday. The British Royal Navy has sent a ship on Sunday to provide medical assistance, emergency supplies, and clean water to stranded victims. The U.S. and Britain are only a few nations among many who are racing against time to help the Philippine authorities in a massive relief effort. Delivering food and water to the Filipino people has been proven to be difficult and has left UNICEF focusing on solely fixing the water system.
Thanks, Molly. So, what are your Thanksgiving plans for this coming weekend?
Well, I'm flying to Florida, so
Oh, wow.
can't wait to get some sun. It'll be beautiful.
Oh, that's awesome.
It'll be warm.
That's going to feel so good compared to this 30-degree weather that we have in Blacksburg.
Yeah, no, I don't think Northern Virginia is going to be too much better.
No, and I'm going to Baltimore, so
Oh, okay. That's
hopefully it'll be a little bit warmer, but I'm not quite sure.
Yeah. Well, that's it for Tech Tonight. I'm Samantha Hill.
I'm Molly Piffett.
And I'm Casey Peach. Thanks for watching and have a great Thanksgiving break.